Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Concord Television. Those were just the introductions here tonight. Sorry about that. Those are the introductions tonight. You just heard from Concord High School Gym here, where we have the Goffstown Grizzlies coming in to face the Concord Crimson Tide varsity basketball team. We're here tonight in wonderful Concord, New Hampshire, and Concord Television's the host here, Rich Hagan. Glad you could join us tonight. About ready to tip off between the Goffstown Grizzlies and the Crimson Tide. Got starters on the floor for the visiting Grizzlies. We got number 2, Santos, number 4, Osborne, number 13, O'Brien, number 20, Dion, and number 24, Malley. Number 4, right off the bat, goes high off the glass. Misses. Rebound CHS. We got Perez, number 2, bring it up. One of the starters for CHS. We got Nick Martin, number 10. Tries to pass it to number 5. That's right, Marcelin, another starter here. We also have 15, Lucas Jefferson, and number 21, Grayson Fisher starting for CHS tonight. CHS starting out with a full court press. A couple errant shots by Goffstown. Finally rebounded by Nick Marquet, number 10 for CHS. Perez launches 3 from outside and hits. That puts CHS up 3-0 over Goffstown Grizzlies with 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 20 from the outside 3. Miss, followed up by a rebound by, looks like number 20 on her 8. Goes up strong and 1. Oh, where was that? On the floor. They might not be in the act of shooting here. It might have been on the floor. Actually, yep, maybe on the floor. They'll be taking it under the basket. Number 2 and banding it in for the Goffstown Grizzlies. Number 2 quickly under the basket, high off the board, number 13. That's O'Brien for Goffstown, 2 points. Makes it a 2-3 game. Perez bringing it up for the CHS. Finds Jefferson. Jefferson looking for Grayson Fisher in the middle. Back to Perez. That's Grayson Fisher for 3. Misses. Rebound by number 20. Grizzlies pass it off to 13. 13 drives the basket. Looks like Grayson Fisher able to reach around, knock it out of bounds for Grizzlies inbound pass under the basket. Looks like we got number 2, Santos. Tries to go under the basket, finds 13 to 20. Skip pass out to number 2 behind the arc. Strong offensive board, 9-13. That's O'Brien. Wasn't able to keep it under control. Pass it out. Intercepted by CHS. We have Perez, number 2, bringing it for CHS right now. Finds Luger Jefferson top. It's Marston, number 5. Perez with 3, top of the key. Number 3 for Perez. That's makes it a 6-2 game for CHS. Number 2, strong drive, able to dish it off fine. 20 under the basket. That's Dion. Makes it a 4-6 game. Looks like Jefferson trying to find Perez in the corner down there. Goes off, Goffstown player. Remains CHS ball. They'll inbound it. We got just over 5:30 left to go. CHS up 6-4 over visiting Goffstown Grizzlies. We got a travel by 21. Grayson Fisher turns the ball over. Osborne to his backmate Santos for the Grizzlies, bringing it up. Malay, 24. Finds Dion, back to Malay. Got the Grizzlies trying to go around the 3-point line. Able to find, that's 20 underneath Dion. Just 2 shots on the glass, able to get both rebounds. Tries again. Strong board by Jefferson. It's by CHS. Perez bringing it up quickly. Goes for another 3. High off the board. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. They're trying to quickly bring it up. O'Brien looking for Osborne. Osborne, nice dish to 24 into the basket. Malay for 2 points. That makes it a 6-6 game with 4:30 left here in the first quarter. Perez to Marquis. Marquis to Marcelin. Marcelin with the travel. Turning the ball over. Looks like we got some substitutions coming in for CHS. Looks like we got Jefferson coming out, 21. And we got number 12 subbing in. That's Obala Ojula, number 12. Goffstown 4. Says things on top of the key. Finds number 2, Sanchez, from way behind the arc. Strong board by number 4. Osborne resets the offense for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies number 2 from behind the 3-point line. Big rebound by Marcelin, number 5, CHS, bringing it up. Perez, way downtown. That's Lucas Jefferson. Misses the 3. Big board by Grizzlies. 24-20. Finds the bottom of the basket. That's Dion again for another 2 points. Makes it an 8-6 game with 3:30 left. CHS finds himself down by 2. Perez bringing it up, assessing his offensive options. Finds Nick Marquis. From way downtown, that was Lucas Jefferson for 3. Quickly, the Grizzlies trying to bring it up. Finds 13 O'Brien in the middle of the lane. Misses big board by Ojula, 12. Pass was intercepted by 13 O'Brien. Bryan finds 20 under the basket for 2. Looks like we got a quick timeout right now. With 2:57 left in the first quarter, we got a 9-10 game. CHS finds himself down by 1. Got a great turnout here at CHS Gym. Beautiful Concord, New Hampshire. I'm so glad you all could join us here on Concord Television. And joining myself here, Rich Hagan from the Concord High School Gym. It's nice and warm in here. It's pretty cold outside right now. I believe the wind chills have it in single digits right now. All right. We got just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. CHS finds themselves down by 1. They got ahead quickly. 2 quick three-pointers by Perez. Made it a quick 6-2 game. The Grizzlies with some nice rebounding on the board, with a lot of second chance points, is able to get back into this thing and actually go ahead 10-9 right now. Going to reset. Looks like we have 22 in for the game. That is Sartorelli. Grizzlies are trying full court press, able to break it. Nick Marquis in the middle, back to Perez. Perez for 3, just off the back of the iron. Big rebound by Zero. That's Brooks for Grizzlies. Just subbed in. Finds an outlet to it's like O'Brien. O'Brien with the back pass. 4. Back to O'Brien. O'Brien for 3. Looks like we got a foul. Looks like a Grizzlies foul, maybe over the backs. It'll be a CHS ball. And again, Grizzlies here trying full court press. Trying to slow down the CHS offense. Got Perez back to Sartorelli. Back to Perez. Sartorelli's looking for a Marquet in the middle, able to get a break. Perez get over the middle. Back to Perez. Partrez finds Ojula. Jefferson back to Perez. Finds a cutting Nick Marquis in the lane. A little too hard off the glass. Big board by O'Brien. Finds Santos on the right wing. Santos pulls up, left-handed shot, goes in. Nice midi by Santos. Makes it a 12-9 game here with just under 2 minutes to go. Sartorelli back to Perez. This press is really giving CHS a tough time. Grizzlies find themselves able to break the press. Nice try to give and go there. 13 again on his right side, left side. Finds him on the basket, making a 14-9 game. Tough break by CHS trying to break that press. 3-man on 1. Perez not able to control the ball. CHS with another timeout here with just, it's like 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. We got a 9-14 game here. Got a great turnout here on this cold Friday night here in Concord, New Hampshire. Let's get CHS ball underneath. Looks like Sartorelli, 22, breaking in. Perez back to Sartorelli. Perez is able to find the pass. The Grizzlies were able to break the press, score another 2. That makes it a 9-16 game. Great amount pass by Perez. Perez able to break it in, dribbling all the way down the court. Finds Ojula on the left wing. Ojula for 3. Looks like he's fouled during the shot by number 0. That's Brooks, putting Ojula on the line. Looks like for 3. Yep, be shooting 3. Doesn't get the shooter's roll there. Still 9-16 game here with a minute left here in the first quarter. Ojula again. Second shot. So I've got substitutes on both sides here. Looks like we have 21 back in. Grayson Fisher for CHS, and number 5, Ryan Marshland back in for CHS. And we got number 5 in, Napier Koski for the Grizzlies. Maybe a line violation here. And it's going to be a Grizzlies ball. They'll be taking anything. It looks like CHS coming in with their own full court press. Looks like we have Jefferson and Perez putting pressure on the ball. Turnover by the Grizzlies. Got Marshland trying to find cutting Jefferson. Looks like it goes off went off. Looks like he went off a Grizzly player. That's right. It'll be CHS ball underneath the basket. I got 46 seconds left here in this first period. 9:16 game still. We got Robbie Marshland on the ball. Goes high to Perez. Another turnover by CHS. We got number 2. That's Santos bringing it in. Trying to find an alley. Finds a cutting 0. That's Brooks. Brooks finds 20 under the basket for 2. Great job over Dion. Able to bail out Santos. Got caught under the basket. Perez. Jefferson. Ojula, CHS. Jefferson. Julia driving the basket. Not able to get the shot off. Tries a big outlet pass. Here at the end of the first quarter, got Marshland at half court. Just short. And that's the end of the first quarter here with CHS down by 9. It's 9:18. Started off strong. Great couple of possessions there at the beginning. We got 3-pointers off the bat. As soon as the Grizzlies started putting on that full court press, it really flustered CHS. It really hasn't given them an opportunity to reset their offense down the offensive end. I'm sure the coach right now is discussing that. Coach Latore and assistant coach Jordan Vithian. The press has been giving CHS fits all year. Once they're able to get it to the middle, they're just having a hard time resetting their offense at that point. All right, CHS being in here, inbounding here on the near side. Looks like we got Fisher for CHS. Perez. Perez hands it off to Marshland. Marshland, Jefferson. Jefferson off the front of the iron. Rebounded by number 5. Nepkowski, 24-2. Left-handed off the glass. Wasn't able to find it, but looks like we got a foul. That puts him on the line. All right. Shooting foul here. Put Santos on the line. Shooting 2. I believe that foul was on Ojula, number 12. Makes the first one. Makes it a 19-9 game with 7.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Sanchez with the second. And makes the second. Makes it a 29 game. Perez brings it up for CHS. Finds a Fisher. High off the board. Wasn't able to find the bottom of the net here. He got Santos bring it up for Grizzlies. Back out to Santos who resets the Grizzlies offense. Finds 20, top of the key. Back out to Santos. 20, free throw line for 2. Makes it a 22-9 game. Ojula to Fisher. Fisher finds Marshland. Marshland to Fisher. Fisher got caught behind the backboard there. Looks like going off a Goffstown player. That'll be a CHS ball inbounding under the basket. Looks like we got Marshland, number 5. Inbounding. Inbounds at 2. 35. That's Bellinger. Bellinger 35 with the ball. Back to that's 4. That's Jackson Layton in the game. Perez finds Bellinger for 3 on the left-hand side. O'Brien finds a Napakowski on the right side. Back down to Malay. That's Brooks in the corner for 3, misses. Rebound, Grizzlies. Tries to find a cut at Malay. O'Brien goes off his hands via CHS ball. So like we got Fisher 21 inbounding to Bellinger. With just over 6 minutes to go, we got a 12-22 game right now. CHS finds himself down by 10. Fisher to Layton to Bellinger. Bellinger back to Perez. Perez assessing everything. Marceline with the ball. CHS definitely passing the ball well. We got Perez from way behind the 3-point line. CHS couldn't handle the rebound. Grizzlies are breaking fast. That's O'Brien left-handed on the right-hand side for 2. Makes it a 24-12 game. Got Bellinger bringing it up. Finds Perez. Perez driving the right-hand lane, goes up high and board. Great job by Perez. Great control over the body. Banks it off the glass for 2. Makes it a 14-24 game. Looks like CHS trying to put pressure on the ball. Great job there, forcing a turnover. Perez finds Bellinger on the right-hand side. High off the glass, goes in and 1. Great job by Bellinger. Great control. Able to score high off the glass. And he puts him on the line for 1. And 1, actually, I should say. That would be, I think, 0 Brooks with the foul. And we got a timeout. Timeout with just over 5 minutes to go. We got Crimson Tide 16 and the Goffstown Grizzlies 24. Great time to highlight our wonderful Winter Spirit squad here over at CHS. Great job. All right. Good job by the Winter Spirit squad here at CHS. All right. We have Bellinger back on the line here for an and 1. Hard off back of the glass there. Marceline couldn't handle the rebound. Goffstown controlling the ball. At 25 to 20. Back over to 4, Osborne. Osborne tries to find 20, Dion. Dion back to Osborne. Osborne, that's 25, Hazelbaker. Hazelbaker shot is blocked by, looked like Marceline. Marceline going up with the left hand. Wasn't able to finish, but gets his own rebound. Tries to go up strong with the right hand. Blocked by Hazelbaker. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll be CHS ball on the far side. What a sequence of events there. It looks like we got a big block by Marceline on the backside over here for CHS, and Hazelbaker returns the favor. Inbound by Nick Marquis by CHS. Finds cutting Bellinger, but wasn't able to handle the pass. Goffstown goes in. Hazelbaker to Osborne. Osborne to O'Brien. Back to Hazelbaker above the arc. Tries to find a cutting Malay. Malay finds Dion. Finds a 4. Osborne is able to finish, but looks like Hazelbaker was able to finish at 4. The Grizzlies makes it a 26-16 game. Bellinger, Langston back to Bellinger. Bellinger cutting through, left hand goes up right-handed. Hits the front of the iron. We got for Osborne. Back on the other side, 2:20. Dion wasn't able to finish by 13. Osborne goes in, cleans up the offensive board, puts it in for another 2. That's 28-16. Grizzlies find themselves on top here. The second chance, boys. CHS is killing. They can control the glass here. I think they'd have cut this lead. Marceline tries a 3. Strong board by, it's like 20 Dion. Dion finds a cutting Osborne. Osborne wasn't able to finish, but a big board there by Dion and puts it in for the Grizzlies to make it a 30-16 game here with just over 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Bellinger finds Perez on the far side. He's calling for Marceline over. Marceline with the ball. Marceline to Bellinger in the corner. Resets back to Marceline. Perez tries to drive. Turned over, and we find 20 under the board for the Grizzlies for an easy 2, making it a 32-16 game. We got a timeout right now. In the second period here with just over 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes, 32 seconds left here in the second period. At the Tide down by 16, 16-32. We got Coach Latora talking to his young squad over there. All right, coming on the timeout here. Coach Latoris telling his kids, hey, you got to stay with it. Follow up your shots. Clean up the glass. Keep these guys off the boards when we get back into this. Second chance shots for the Grizzlies. Really blowing this game apart for them. Looks like we got Bellinger 35 for CHS bringing it in into their basket. And we got Jefferson 21. Bellinger to Marquis. Marquis dribbles the top side here. Back to Bellinger. Fisher to Marquis. Marquis skip pass over to Bellinger. Bellinger blocked by 13 O'Brien. Partially blocked. Looks like we got Santos on the floor. Finds a cutting O'Brien. And looks like we're going to have a shooting foul. It's a beautiful pass there to find a cutting O'Brien. It looks like he went strong to the board. Didn't finish. But it's fouled in the process, I believe, by Grayson Fisher, putting him on the line for 2. O'Brien hits the first, making it a 33-16 game. And O'Brien, his second. That's 34-16. Grizzlies on top of the Tide here. Bellinger bringing it up for CHS. Finds Jefferson. Jefferson, Sartorelli, my apologies. Jefferson finds Bellinger. Bellinger back to Sartorelli. Sartorelli to make Marquis. Marquis trying to find Bellinger on the far side. Bellinger's pass deflected out by Santos. Will be a Tide ball on the far side. Looks like we have Grayson Fisher putting it in. Finds Bellinger in the backcourt here. Bellinger brings it up to CHS. Dribbles, finds Nick Marquis, top key. Great pick by Grayson Fisher. Marquis wasn't able to finish. Big rebound by O'Brien. O'Brien finds 20, who tried to find a cutting Osborne. Wasn't able to handle the pass, goes out, and it'll be a tied ball. We got Fisher to Bellinger. All right, we just over a minute to go here in the second period. Lucas Jefferson trying to find Fisher in the corner, deflected out by the Grizzlies. We'll have CHS inbound again. We got 21. Fisher on the ball for CHS. Finds Bellinger. Sartorelli. To Jefferson. Jefferson to Bellinger. Bellinger finds Nick Marquis. Marquis back to Bellinger. Drives in. Floater finds to find Fisher under the basket. Wasn't able to handle the pass. Goes out of bounds for Grizzly. Ball under the basket. Looks like CHS going to try to put some full court pressure here with under a minute to go. 40 seconds. Got Grizzlies inbound at 20. Back to Santos. Santos. Back to Osborne. Osborne O'Brien. Osborne finds a cutting Santos for a midi. Wow, great board there by 45, Gadet. Gadet strong up off the glass again. That's Gadet again under the board, wreaking havoc. And it looks like it was pushed the ball out by CHS. It puts the Grizzlies under the basket for a inbound pass with just 16 seconds left here in the second quarter. With it tied down, 16-34. Looks like we're having some late second substitutions here. We got, look at this. We have Ojula. It's coming in for, looks like Sartorelli. Santos tries to find Dion. Dion was fouled there. Looks like, I think it was by Jefferson. It puts Dion on the line, shooting two. Dion makes the first, making it a 35-16 game. Grizzlies. That's Dion with the second. Looks like we got Latora, CHS coach, trying to make a quick substitution here. Bringing in Perez here for Fisher. Bellinger, Fisher's backcourt. Look. Last second shot by Nick Marquis. Gadet, he's at half court there. Almost full court and just short. And that's the first half here at CHS, where the Tide finds themselves down 16-36. Please join us for the second half of the Concord High School basketball game versus the Goffstown Grizzlies after halftime. All right, welcome back to the second half of the Concord High School boys varsity basketball game against the Goffstown Grizzlies. CHS finds themselves down 16-36 here at the start of this third quarter. Looks like we got Grizzlies inbounding the ball. We got Santos, number 2, on the ball for the Grizzlies. Finds O'Brien. O'Brien finds a cutting Millay. Back to O'Brien. O'Brien finds Dion under the basket for 2. So we got Perez, number 2, on the ball here in the second half. Starting for CHS, finds Grayson Fisher. Looks like we got Robbie Marcelin, Nick Marquet, and Lucas Jefferson starting here in the second half for CHS. Marcelin finds Perez. Perez from top of the key misses. Strong rebound here by Nick Marquet, number 10. Nick finds Marcelin. Marcelin, great pass to the middle to Perez. Perez back out to Marquis, who misses the 3. Strong rebound by the Grizzlies. We got Osborne Out to Dion. Dion back to Santos. Santos for a midi in the lane. Strong rebound by Fisher. Fisher finds fine Marquis going down the left-hand side. Looks like it goes out. And it'll be a turnover. Grizzlies ball. Coach Latour over there is looking for maybe a foul. But doesn't look like he's going to get the call. We got number 2, Santos, 2-4, Osborne. Osborne finds Malay. Santos tries to cut, finds Osborne. Osborne drives to his right, finishes strong off the glass for 2. That makes it a 40-16 game here with just over 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Perez brings it up for CHS. CHS, Robbie, Marcelin, errant pass. Picked off by Santos. Easy layup there for the Grizzlies. Marquis inbounds. Perez. Big rebound there by 21. Grayson Fisher for CHS. Finishes strong. Wasn't able to go down, but he does put him on the line for 2. Looks like we had a foul on 2-4, and that would be Malay. His first. Putting Grayson Fisher on the line for CHS for 2. Fisher too strong off the back of the iron there. Looks like we've got a sub here for CHS. That's 22. Sartorelli in for Marcelin, 5. Looks like we got Fisher. Second shot here. Doesn't get the shooter roll. Looks like went in and out. O'Brien with the rebound. Quickly to 2, who finds a cutting 24. That's Malay for a quick 2. Looks like Latour needs to call timeout here, reset his young man over there on the far side of CHS. Grizzlies came out firing here with a quick 4 points. Actually, 6 points. Making it a 44-16 game. With actually 8 points with just over 5.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Coach Latour calls quick timeout here, trying to stop the momentum here, reset his young squad over there. Great job here by this Winter Spirit squad here for CHS. So again, welcome back to the second half here of Concord TV. This is Concord's TV Sports Network, airing on Comcast Education Channel 6 and BreezeLine Channel 2001, and online at youtube.com/Concord NHTV. Concord TV is Concord's nonprofit community media center located at Concord High School. If you want to get involved, contact CHS, Concord Television. We're always looking for volunteers. Let us know by emailing josh@yourconcordtv.org. Again, thank you for joining myself, Rich Hagan, here at CHS Gym, where CHS finds themselves in a hole. Quick pass to Ojula, 12 strong, able to follow up a shot, grab the rebound, goes up again, and fouled during the process. Puts him on the line for 2. Looks like he was fouled by 13, O'Brien. Putting Ojula on the line for 2. Misses the first. Keeps it a 16-44 game here with 5.5 minutes to go. He makes the second. Make it a 17-44 game. CHS trying to apply full court pressure here. O'Brien inbounds it. Osborne back to O'Brien. O'Brien finds Dion. Dion finds Santos for 2. Perez looking over the defense. Finds Jefferson. Jefferson to Marquis. Marquis back to Perez. Sartorelli up top. CHS passing around the defense, trying to find a cutting. Marquis at the top of the key. Back to Sartorelli. Sartorelli for 3. Nice shot for Sartorelli. Makes it a 20-46 game here. Grizzlies quickly bring it up. O'Brien on the far side. Able to handle the ball. Finds a cutting Osborne to Dion. His errant shot comes right back to him. Perez finally cleans up the glass for CHS. Tries to quickly go up the right-hand side. Foul during the transition by Santos. Looks like Sartorelli, CHS be inbounding here on the near side. We got the Grizzlies making some substitutions in. Looks like we got Hazel Baker, Gaudette, and Brooks in for the Grizzlies. Looks like they're playing a zone, 2-3 zone. That's Perez. Errant pass, picked up by the Grizzlies. Trying to make a strong move underneath. That was Hazel Baker. In the process, travels, giving CHS the ball. Looks like Perez bringing it up. Looks like we got a host of new faces on the floor for CHS. Get them to you here. We got Anthony Torre in, number 34. We also have number 33 in. That's Henry Diaz for CHS. Grizzlies Osborne. Back to number 5, Naparakowski. Rakowski finds the Gaudette in the middle. Looks like he's fouled during the shot here by like 33. Putting it on the line. Foul's called on Henry Diaz. And got at 45. Makes the first one. Makes it 46-21 game with just over 3 minutes to go. Actually, I think it's a 47-20 game. Yep, 47-20 game. This has got out with a second. And gets a shooter's roll. Able to put down the second, making it a 48-20 game here. We got Perez bringing it up for CHS. Perez Jefferson. Jefferson to Diaz. Yes, to Marcelin. Marcelin dribbling penetration, tries to find a cutting Diaz underneath. Pass is intercepted by the Grizzlies. That's Napakoski to Gaudette. Gaudette going up strong with the right hand. A little too strong, goes off the glass. Gets his own rebound, goes up strong. Fouled in the process and one. That is Grayson Fisher with the foul, putting it out on the line for an and one here with just over 2.5 minutes to go. Actually, my bad. That was Sartorelli with the foul. Actually, Fisher's coming in for Sartorelli. Looks like that's a mass substitutions again. Diaz in. Bellinger in for CHS. Perez and Lucas Jefferson. So that finishes the and one. Bellinger bringing it up for CHS right now. 50-21 game. Bellinger to Perez. Perez penetrates, finds 21 Jefferson under the board. Goes up strong, fouled in the process. Putting him on the line for two. Great find there by Perez. Great pass. Foul's going to be on Pierkowski. Number 5, putting Jefferson on the line for two. Actually, Grayson Fisher on the line for two. Fisher a little too strong off the back of the iron. Misses the first. Still keeping it a 20-51 game. With 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Looks like we got Fisher for a second. Fisher makes his second, making it 21-51 game. CHS with full court pressure. It's like Napierkowski and Brooks able to break pressure for the Grizzlies. Brooks dribble driving. Able to find Napierkowski on the near side. Finds Cadet strong off the glass. Is able to finish. Gets his own rebound. That gentleman is tough to cover underneath there. Actually, it looks like it goes off his shin. CHS ball. We got Diaz to Bellinger in the backcourt here. LaTorra coaching his young team up here. Napierkowski with the steal. Wasn't able to finish, but finishes with the left hand here and fouled and one. Looks like fouls on 21. Grayson Fisher put Napierkowski on the line for an and one again. That bucket makes it a 53-21 game. Grizzlies on top of the Tide right now with just under 2 minutes to go. CHS making substitutions here. We got 21 Jefferson coming out. Looks like we have number 4, Jackson Layton in for him. Kapkowski wasn't able to finish. Great board by CHS. Finds Bellinger. Brings it up for CHS, Diaz. Diaz Jefferson from way behind the arc. Hits the net and goes out. Looks like it's going to be Grizzlies ball here. It's like Grizzlies. Brooks inbound to Napierkowski. Napierkowski to Brooks. Brooks to Godet. Godet backing everybody down the middle here. Goes in strong. Too strong off the board here. 15 gets the rebound. Hastings. Hastings finds Napierkowski. Back to Hastings. Hastings the head fake. Finds Godet with a great pass in the middle. Blocked again by CHS. Godet gets his rebound. Goes up strong. Fouled in the process. Puts him on the line again for 2. He's been a beast on the board when CC's been in. That's Godet on the line. 45. Looks like 2 shots. The foul's going to be on. I think that's Grayson Fisher, 21. Looks like the officials are trying to figure out if we're going to sub in these guys. Looks like he's just waiting after the first shot here. Like Godet with his first shot here. Oh, in and out, in and out. Misses the first, keeping it a 53-21 game. We got Ojula coming in for Fisher. So on the floor for CHS, looks like we got Layton, Ojula, Marcelin, Bellinger, and Perez. Bellinger to Ojula. Ojula from way downtown misses. Rebounded by 15. That's Hastings for the Grizzlies. Full court pressure by Marcelin. Napierkowski now with the ball for the Grizzlies. Drives. Passes out to 0. Who finds a cutting 25, Hazel Baker for a nice finger roll in front of the rim. Makes it a 55-21 game here with 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ojula back out to Marcelin, sets a screen, beautiful screen. Wasn't able to finish. Marcelin. Napierkowski with the rebound. Moving quickly up the floor, finds 25. That's Hazel Baker again. Strong drive to the hole. Wasn't able to finish. CHS with the rebound. Bellinger finds Ojula. Ojula finds Marcelin. 5. Out to Ojula. Ojula from way behind the arc. A little too strong. Napierkowski with the rebound. Finds Brooks. 4-3 on the far side. Wasn't able to finish there. And that's the end of the third quarter here. With the score, Grizzlies 55, and CHS 21. So glad you could join me here. Or join us here on Concord Television. This is Rich Hagan coming to you from the Concord High School gym here in cold Concord, New Hampshire tonight. We got the wonderful CHS Winter Spear Squad here. Great job. Great job. Awesome. We got a great crowd here tonight here at CHS Gym. A lot of the hockey team here tonight supporting the basketball team, which is wonderful to see. I know the hockey team's having a great season, but it's wonderful to see the hockey team coming out to support the basketball team here, CHS. Coach Latora, last-minute instructions here for his young team who have been playing with a lot of energy all night. There's never been any give up in these kids. Got numerous buzzers here telling CHS coaches, hey, it's time to play ball. All right, they break their huddle. Looks like we got on the floor here Jefferson, Sartorelli, Bellinger, Marquis, and Perez in the far corner over there for CHS. So I've got Napkowski, Hastings, Kelly, Hazelbaker, and Brooks for the Grizzlies. Start this fourth quarter. Strong rebound here by the Grizzlies. Got Napkowski, 5, driving the basket. Great finger roll off the front of the iron. Makes it a 57-21 game. Bellinger bringing it up for CHS. So they got a reach-in foul here by Napkowski. A reset here for CHS. Napkowski, number 5. With the foul. Sartorelli for CHS, inbounding to Bellinger. Bellinger assessing things. Find Nick Marquis. Marquis to Perez. Perez back to Sartorelli. He's having a hard time handling the ball. Pushes things out here. Jefferson to Bellinger. Perez drive penetration with the right hand. A little too strong. Cleaned up there by Hazelbaker. For the Grizzlies. He resets. Finds Napkowski in the back. Napkowski drives. Finds Brooks in the near corner here. A little too hard off the iron here. Looks like it's off CHS. It'll be Grizzlies ball under the basket for a throw, inbounds. Looks like we got Brooks under the basket, inbound the pass. Brooks to Kelly. Kelly drives, left-handed, off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Marquis. 10 finds Bellinger. Brings it up. Back to Marquis. Marquis to Jefferson. Finds Perez. Perez tries to find a cutting Sartorelli. Mishandles the ball. Actually goes to Hazelbaker. Hazelbaker slam dunk by the big guy. Hazelbaker making a 59-21 game. Strong move by Hazelbaker. 25 goes in two-handed with the slam. Perez to Marquis. Marquis to Jefferson. Jefferson, Sartorelli. Sartorelli for 3. Off the front of the iron. Perez with the rebound, drive. Able to find Jefferson again for 3. Rebounded by Napkowski. Napkowski, 25. A little too strong off the backboard. Sartorelli able to grab the rebound. Tough pass by Sartorelli off of Perez. And it'll be a turnover, and Grizzlies will reset under the basket. That should be a throw-in by the Grizzlies. Turnover by CHS. And we got substitutes in by CHS. Looks like we have number 34 in, Anthony Latora. We got 24, Liam Jolette. We got 20, that's Matthias Eastwood. That's Hastings, tries to find Hazelbaker. Goes off a CHS player, maybe number 20 there. Eastwood. That'll be an inbounds for the Grizzlies. Looks like we're going to have Brooks underneath. So looks like we have number 33 Diaz also in for CHS. Brooks, Nabrkowski. Bellinger on. Bellinger playing him tight. It looks like they're going to call Bellinger for no, actually, great job by Bellinger. Tight D there actually pushes Nabrkowski over the line for an out of bounds, giving CHS the ball. Great job by Bellinger. Bellinger tries to find Liam. 24, Diaz. Ooh, the little hesitation there. And caught for the travel. Turnover for CHS. Gives the ball over to the Grizzlies. Looks like we're going to have Hazel Baker inbounding it into Kelly. Kelly dribbles, passes out to 15 Hastings. Hastings finds Hazel Baker 25, trips. Looks like he was tripped by, maybe that was 35, I believe, maybe. No, actually it was Liam Jaylet, 24. Hastings inbound the ball to Kelly. And that looks like 34, Anthony Latoro with an accidental trip also. We got a sub in, Bellinger out, and we got 42 in for the Tide. Is that Echuaka? That's Hazel Baker. Rebound. Outlet pass over to, not outlet pass, but able to get out behind the line. Nabrkowski back to Hazel Baker. Hazel Baker trying to drive. Great job by Jillette with the steals. Tries to dribble up the left-hand side. Goes up for the layup. Fouled by Hastings. Putting him on the line for two. Great job by Jillette. Taking control of his body and the ball. Going up strong, putting him on the line. Gillette for his first here. Trying to make it let's see, strong. Keeping it a 21-59 game with 2.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Liam Gillette here, number 24 again with his second shot. Front of the iron here, wasn't able to get the shooter's roll. Nabrkowski with the rebound. Quickly to Hastings. Hastings finds a cutting Hazel Baker. Back to Hastings. Hastings to Goddett. 44. Great D there by Eastwood. Turnover. Diaz able to get it. All right. Latoro with the ball. Dribble penetration. Tries to go up, or was it a pass? I think maybe to Diaz. Looks like it goes off 45. Goddett giving CHS the ball under their basket. With under 2 minutes to go here. We got Gillette inbounding the ball. Tries to find Eastwood. Eastwood goes up strong. Fouled by, maybe it's 45 or 25. Putting Eastwood on the line for two. Eastwood, a little too strong off the back of the iron. Misses the first, keeping it a 21-59 game. This is Eastwood's second shot. And Eastwood makes a second, being a 22-59 here with a minute 45 left to go. So we've got Kelly 10 bringing it up for the Grizzlies. 10 to Nabrkowski, 5. Finds Hazel Baker. Hazel to Hastings. Hastings to Nabrkowski. Great movement here by the Grizzlies. Able to find Kelly at top of the circle here. Drives. Latoya, great job. Able to force the turnover. Looks like it goes off of Kelly. Giving CHS the ball here with a minute 15 go. We got Echuaka, bring it up, 42. Looks like to Jillette. Jillette to 44. That's Leonard. Leonard to Diaz. Diaz to Jillette. Yep. Looks like we got a jump ball here. Great job there, Hazel Baker helping CHS player up there. That's Echuaka. Possession area is the Grizzlies, pointing the Grizzlies' way. We got Kelly inbounding the ball to Nabrkowski. Kelly to Hastings. Back to Napierkowski. To Hazelbaker. He's looking to take that three, but then tries to drive. Goes a little too hard off the front of the iron. Gaudette cleans it up and puts it in for two for the Grizzlies, making it a 61-22 game with under a minute to go. And that's the ball game. With our final score, CHS 22, the Goffstown Grizzlies 61. Yeah, I appreciate you joining Concord Television here. And myself, Rich Hagan, over here at Concord TV. This is Concord Television Sports Commentary, and we are Concord TV Sports Network, airing on Comcast Education Channel 6 and Breezeline Channel 2001, and online at youtube.com/Concord NHTV. Concord TV is Concord's nonprofit community center located at Concord High School. If you want to get involved with Concord Television, we're always looking for volunteers. Let us know by emailing josh@yourconcordtv. Again, thank you for joining Concord Television and myself, Rich Hagan, here at CHS, where CHS finds himself on the losing end against the Goffstown Grizzlies. I believe it was around 61, 20-something. But again, thank you for joining us.